Hello, shocking tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon PureRed, the Romhack, with me, BlueAnkylo. It's a new stream, it's a new episode, there's new tubers, there's live tubers. We sailed over to the power plant, well, we sailed over, we surfed over, where we're going to go deal with one of these optional dungeons and get a legendary, and after that, we'll probably go get another legendary. I did clear out, I talked about this at the end of the last episode, I think, but I did clear out the path here, see Route 19, on the way to the Seafoam Islands, basically. So we'll be able to go there quickly and do another optional dungeon and get another legendary, hopefully. After that, if there's still time today, we will go beat up the last gym, because we're only one gym left. Team Rocket's not a very good crime organization, to be honest. I kind of comically inept, maybe, but yeah, the 10-year-old does a pretty good job somehow stopping them. Anyway, let's do the power plant. We're still on super speed. We're still listening to overclock remixes. This is Super Mario 64, in case you haven't figured it out. Of course, the fun thing about this area is that a lot of the items are not items, right? We know this. So we're going to switch into someone. Actually, this is good for Danger Rock, right? We'll have Danger Rock check. Carbos, stat upper, no biggie. Oh, I am playing on like super fast, right? Because I was doing the grinding. Let me turn the super speed down to only fast, not insanely fast. And let me double check I've got my animations on. Yeah. All right. I don't know if there's any hidden items in here, actually. But yeah, all the lightning Pokemon are available. We have already caught everything. Like, there's no unique random encounters in here because we were able to buy an Electabuzz. Usually we'd want to capture Electabuzz. Or I guess if you didn't have a Voltorb, maybe. But usually they just explode, so. Not the most interesting encounters here. And because they're all, for the most part, electric, pretty simple counters. That's a nice looking Voltorb, though. He's blue. Not the usual coloration. Another TM Sludge. That is, I believe, in case you're wondering, if you're keeping up on the changes, I haven't really talked about poison attacks very much, because it's not a great attacking type, especially not Gen 1. But Sludge is upgraded a lot. It's basically Flamethrower tier poison, so 90 power. Also, a pretty good chance of poisoning. The second best poison attack, as far as I've seen, is the Filthy Slam. There's no difference between physical and special, of course, like probably nowadays in newer gens there would be. But Filthy Slam, I believe, is like 80. Probably went right past it. Start at the beginning. Try not to miss anything. Filthy Slam. I knew it was close to the beginning. Yeah, 80. So basically you've got Sludge for a poisonous, flamethrower tier poison. And then Filthy Slam for a pretty good, but not quite as strong poison. No special effects. Still pretty cool. Thing is, poison's only effective against grass and weak to poison, so all the grass poisons kind of just ignore it anyway. It is good against certain combinations. Executors, which are grass psychic or any other kind of weird combos. It's actually good on Victory Bell in this ROM hack, because Victory Bell is grass dragon, which means not as many weaknesses as usual, but actually poison is one of the few, so there's that. Anyway, our Danger Rock is doing a great job. Yeah, it's not badly poisons. That'll be just toxic as far as I know. Which we do know, and I just haven't taught to my Onix yet. Or I have the TM for toxic, that is to say. But I just haven't used it yet, because his moveset for now is... I'd rather have Earthquake and Rock Slide for the moment. But once we get into the Elite Four and we're not just fighting randos, maybe I'll switch it up. 40% poison, I believe, was the Sludge, which is pretty high odds, so... But regular poison doesn't do too much. I mean, it's okay for stalling, but... there's usually quicker ways to get your job done here. We're almost out of Earthquakes, but that's fine. This is why you should probably PP up the Earthquake. It's such a good move. How do we do with Spike Cannon? It's rock, but it's also, like, pretty strong. So I am just autopiloting this area. I find this area is a little bit confusing, maybe, but there's no teleporters. there's just like a really high encounter rate, so it's easy to get a little bit turned around by the, you know, keep getting in random fights. But other than that, it should go pretty quick. I'm gonna feed the ball a rare candy for no specific reason. There you go. More magnets. Thunder is still pretty good in Gen 1. It's 90%. They didn't reduce, or I think, actually, I'll have to double check. I know Blizzard's not bad. Maybe Thunder is one of the weaker ones. I'll have to, the Romhack could have changed it anyway, so I'm not sure if we've even seen it yet, actually. I might need to learn it and use it. No, we've got Thunder. So Thunder is 90%, so that's still decent, you know. You're trading 10% accuracy for about 30 power. I think, didn't Thunder have like 5 PP in the base as well? I've always thought Blizzard and Thunder were pretty low accuracy and then low PP as well. Solar Beam has no charge up, so it's a little bit better in terms of superpower moves. There should be... Hyper Beam still has the refresh turn, yeah, afterwards. What else was there? Hydro Pump is similar, but water with a 90% accuracy. It's kind of the same sort of tier, right? Maybe I haven't seen Blizzard yet, if it's after Ice Beam. But they're not always in order like that. Heat Rush is the not as good as Flamethrower. I think there's still a wind attack we don't have, maybe? Like a flying attack? Maybe? Mega Kick is kind of the same sort of lower accuracy, high damage fighting move. The Romhacker definitely, I think, spent a fair amount of time trying to balance all this stuff. Looks like no Blizzard. Or at least not that I've seen yet. I know it exists, we just haven't probably used it. Sky Attack, that's one of the newer ones. And it is 100%, but you do take recoil damage, so that's like the flying super attack, but you take damage, which is not the best. Let's see, High Jump Kick. It's very much like Mega Kick, honestly. It's kind of almost the same. 5% less accurate, but 10 more damage, so very similar total tier. Skull Bash is a rock self-damaging. Clamp. It's another one of those weird lock-on for a few turns, but water. Waterfall, don't think normally in Gen 1. Just kind of a, you know, weaker than Surf with flinch. Did the Sludge. Check the Sludge out. I shouldn't spend too long in here just looking at all these, but... Nightshade's mid-tier Ghost. Alright, well, we're going to leave it at this, I think. There's your Toxic that is 90% accurate and does the super poison. But yeah, I don't think I saw any Blizzard through that. So we probably just haven't seen it yet. I mean, I generally haven't been learning the lower accuracy moves that do a little bit more damage. I'm generally not a huge fan of them. Yeah, I don't think Roost was Gen 1 either. Oh, I missed an item down there. We'll have to go back. Overall, I do think... I'll talk more about it at the end, because we still have a little ways to go. But overall, I am pretty happy with the design changes for the Romhack. Some of them are a bit weird at first, but I think it's probably a more balanced overall game. Less single solutions to problems and wider spread of moves. Some of the enemy trainers maybe are a little bit too annoying with some of the movesets, like some I think I was talking about at the end of the last stream, the you know, you fight like a fisherman at the late game that normally just has a bunch of fish, or a bird catcher that has a bunch of birds. Well, in this hack they changed it so that those guys have you know, a proper counter set, and that can be a little bit annoying to always have to fight through. Well, I have just enough PP here to get to the bird, and this is pretty much the last thing. I'm just gonna put a save down. It doesn't really matter, but I guess we could listen to it. I don't think it's got unique music in this gen or anything, but I wish my button. Sorry, just a second, guys. I don't know what's wrong with this emulator. Every time I reset the, every time I reopen the game, some of my gamepad stops working. A lot of buttons work, but not the toggle fast forward button. So I have to reset it every time. And now it works. It's really weird. I know, I actually feel a little bit bad. The Romhack does advertise that it adds some new music tracks to the game, but, you know, I've been playing other music a lot just to go fast, so we probably missed them. Oh, I forgot to change my lead. Oh, well. It's not like we're going to get one shot here. But hey, there's my favorite legendary in Gen 1. And there's nothing really we would do here that would help, so we will switch over to our capture Pokemon. This shouldn't be very difficult because of tricks. Oh, right. Yeah, that's bad. How bad is it? Well, it was a crit. It doesn't usually happen. Sure, light screen, that's fine. Hey there, Shepard. Alright, well, we need to get it to less than a third, and then we're fine. Let's find out how much Mega Drain does while it's asleep. I don't expect it's going to be very good. Yeah, that's basically nothing. This is not going to kill. It's not normal type. It's flying electric, so we can Dream Eat it. I don't think that's going to one-shot it. It's the same level, basically. Even a crit was not even half, so that'll be how we weaken it. One more of those should be enough. Even a crit here, I don't think will kill. Wow. A not crit was really weak. I'm gonna try one more time. He might be in crit range, maybe. Although the last time we did like 20% damage instead of... Oh, I think he's got a light screen up. Right, light screen is... Gen 1 is weird. I think light screen says you take half damage. I bet you the crits ignore it. And that's why he's taking half damage from special. But crits will probably not only do extra damage, but ignore the light screen, I bet you. Anyway, I think he's within range, but I'll do one more of these. This has been a really good sleep. He's been asleep for a very long time. So, we happen to have these cool new balls. Everyone, we got just 2 cool balls. Somewhere in here. Not the usual balls. The hyper balls. And in this gen, I don't know if they've existed in any other game, but they were added in the Romhack to give you 100% capture rate if the enemy is below 1/3. So they're like Master Balls, basically, as long as you do some damage. We don't even need them to be asleep. Sleep just makes it easy. So, Legendary Bird. Zapdos, a legendary bird Pokemon that is said to appear from clouds while dropping enormous lightning bolts. It's just a 100-pound, 5-foot-tall bird. I mean, it's pretty good. Its stats are great. It's legendary. Electric Flying's not the worst combo. And of all the 3 legendary birds, I usually thought this was probably the best, myself. So, we do need to give him a name. But we're never going to really use him. So, I haven't really thought much about nicknaming. So we're going to call him something totally unique called Electabird. Definitely different than Zapdos. Alright. I guess we should have started with Articuno and then come here second. It's a dumb joke, guys, but maybe some of you, those of you who took a little bit of Spanish probably know. We're going to go back in and pick up the item we missed, but otherwise, this was pretty effective. That was not difficult. Multi-Bird will also be immune to basically everything in here. So I'll turn the music on, pick up the item we missed, if it's an item, and we'll move along. But yeah, Zapdos, I think most people who were able to catch it would have thought he was pretty good, right? You liked Articuno? I guess there's probably more electric types than ice types. Yeah. And you potentially have access to, like, you know, a Raichu. There's Electabuzz now, which is not bad. You got potentially a the Jolteon line if you want that. couple others, Voltorb and Magnetite. I mean, there's some decent electric options, I guess. Not very many ice options for stabs, so the Articuno bird might have some more use there. Maybe. But yeah, I think we'll see when we see, we'll compare the 3 stats once we have all 3 of them. I kind of remember the Articuno being kind of slower or just not as effective. I did miss some hidden items like that, probably. Max elixirs are pretty cool. Anyway, we're probably done for this little side quest. 15 minutes in, not too bad. Other than some random items I should have item searched for, but let's get out of here. Alright, so Seafoam next. Also shouldn't take too long, but probably a little longer. The other question is, do we switch out our catcher? So I have a Firefox, is the one that is currently temporarily benched. Heading into the water zone, the ball will probably just get wrecked because it's electric fire. Well, so will Firefox. Fire Ghost. Never mind, we'll just leave Firefox in there. At least electric gives us a water play. Unfortunately, Firefox is not particularly well set up for this next stretch. Also, one thing I didn't do, but maybe I should have to save a little bit of time, I will here. We'll just throw down some Mac Repels until we run out, and then there's no random encounters. So yeah, for the future tubers, I did all the trainers off camera this time because we've been doing a lot of these fights. And honestly, they're kind of just annoying because normally in the base game, you know, the swimmers just have fish. So you can generally just grass or electric Pokemon your way through here pretty fast. But every encounter had like a pretty well-balanced party, so you had to do a lot more swapping Pokemons and being surprised by annoying stuff. So it definitely took a little longer than normal. Anyway, this is good practice for Victory Road. We do a little bit of pushing some boulders around and stuff. Jump down, push them down some more. You know. And eventually, that won't happen. But I think we came here accidentally once already. And this is what happened when we entered from the south side, from Cinnabar Island. And we ended up here, effectively. So now we're at the bottom, and we'll just work our way up, kind of like normal. I feel like this is what usually happens. You fall to the bottom and work your way up. Ice Beam! That's a good one. Yeah, I guess apparently Lapras is pretty top tier in Gen 1 as a water ice type. But right, we can't surf yet here. Gotta drop some rocks. But I never really use I think I learned as a kid pretty early on that there's a lot of fire attacks. And therefore gotta do this carefully here. Therefore, being an ice, oh dang it, is kind of detrimental, and also rock. Like, there's a lot of types. I think I tried to use ice Pokemon, whatever, like, you know, Dugong or something like that, and they just died constantly because they are susceptible to a fair bit. Okay, so those two block the current, which lets us get the bird. We can do this while we're here. Again, I'll just throw down a safe. Not having random encounters makes this go so much faster. I highly recommend just not taking random encounters if you're in a rush. So there's your cool ice bird. It does look cool. Certainly not... Oh, right, I forgot. I did the same thing where I forgot to switch up. Now, if it Ice Beam one-shots our Tangela, it's going to kind of hurt. But we're okay. Probably. Blizzard or something probably would have one-shot it. So we have the same thing where we need to deal some damage. Might as well heal up a little bit. But I think Discombob is just so good at stalling these guys out and healing himself, doing a little bit of damage. It's really, really well... Like, I didn't build this guy specifically for captures. It's just once we saw his moveset, I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, this guy's really good at this. So we could be using Ultra Balls here, but we're going to Hyper Ball with this one as well. I think once they're in orange to red, asleep, Ultra Balls still have like a maybe 20% chance, actually. It's kind of higher than you'd expect, as long as they're asleep. But it doesn't really matter. Freeze Pokemon. A legendary bird that is said to appear to doomed people who are lost in Icy Mountain and then probably kill them. But yeah, its speed's a bit lower for sure. It's the tanky bird, higher defense, good special, not bad, but yeah, definitely murdered by rocks. And also flamethrower. I mean, special defense is pretty good. Its defensive stats aren't bad. It just quad weaknesses are rough. So we had, what was the first one? Electabird. So maybe we could call this one something like. We'll try to keep a bit of a theme here. There we go. Blizzwing sounds pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so that's basically the main objective for this dungeon, I suppose. But we are going to go get the other... there's a bunch of items strewn about. So we did the rock puzzle there. We need to finish the second rock puzzle. We got to go up higher, drop another boulder down, and pick up all the items, basically. And I should be checking rocks, because, you know, they love to have items in them. I could use the item finder, you know, that would be smart. I think it's this one, maybe? Does Blue remember? No, we already fell down here. We already did that one. So we need to go up and get to the other side then. Even higher, maybe? Yeah, this one. I do remember getting stuck in here as a kid. Of course, I didn't use repels because I was dumb. Now that I use repels, things are a lot easier. Just checking for items. I feel like there's not... Other than random rocks, you know, the big items are at the bottom here. Now that the current is dealt with. So now we can sail around, which is normally how we would get the... This is where the hyper ball was. And anything else on this side, which is the other exit. So I guess, is that it? Is there really nothing left? That was kind of pointless because we accidentally got those already. Because you shouldn't be able to swim through this area normally. You usually get pushed up, right? So this is the side we can normally get to. So that's it. That went really quick. I may have missed a couple items in here, but that's fine. Let's move along. We can't get the third bird yet. If you're playing the remakes, there'd be a little side adventure in some islands. You'd take the boat to some new areas. Bonus content, but that doesn't exist, so Moltres is not available just yet. Change box. That's putting our Pokedex real... No, not change box. Deposit. Our catcher. We could keep him, but let's take our full party into the next gym. And yeah, that's it, right? So that went way quicker. That was like... Actually, the ice zone took less time than the power plant. So yeah, let's go get the last badge now that we've done all this optional. There's one more optional thing in the Safari Zone that we haven't done. But other than that, we're pretty well caught up. And Viridian it is. I guess you could go home. I don't know. Does the game expect you to go talk to your mom after you finish Cinnabar, maybe? See if she says anything. Should take a quick rest. No. Same as always. Check with Professor Oak, maybe. I'm sure someone reminds you to check the gym. 149. Wow, that's pretty good. I am the authority. Well, anyway, I'm sure someone in the game directs you back to Viridian, or maybe you're just supposed to remember. But anyway, back to Viridian. And I don't expect a huge problem here, but let's heal up just in case. I do think that the typical surf sweep is probably not going to work, because I expect the trainers to have rematched, I don't know, upgraded, you know, Pokemon plus movesets, so maybe not so simple. The toughest of all gym leaders. Usually ground and maybe fighting. But, we'll just go beat them up. Take their money. See if they have interesting combos like Arbok. No Intimidate, right? That's the new thing that makes them kind of annoying. I say new, but newer than Gen 1 anyway. Oh, Tauros, our arch-enemies. Arch-enemy, Nemesis. Submission will deal with him. Almost. Friggin' Paralyze. I hate Glare. 100% accuracy status is... Alright, well that guy was no biggie. If we're a bit too high a level... Well, I didn't actually grind any of these characters up. We just fought trainers, and that's it. I tried to spread the XP out across my main group. And we're 10 levels higher. it's just part of the hack. They gave these guys a lot more XP than in the vanilla game, because I haven't done any random fighting at all with the main group, so this is just what we get. You might be weak to Ice Beam, right? Grass Bug? Yeah. Ground Poison. Ice Beam just covers a lot, doesn't it? Ice Beam is a great move. Ice type? Not needed. I'm pretty happy with our Seadra, doing a good job. Oops. Alright, now we're into water ice? Sure. Leviathan has a pretty good build. I like his moveset right now. Nice level. Oh no! A rock ground type. Yeah. Alright, let's get some XP on somebody else. Firefox is kind of low. He can do it, right? Fighting can't even hurt ghosts. And he's got Psychic, yeah. Dang. Okay, so Explosion is officially rock. It's kind of rude. Yeah, there's Self-Destruct, which is fire, and Explosion, which is rock. So oddly enough, he actually had a super effective attack that I don't think he normally would have, but whatever. Alright, we cleaned out all the side people. Now we go through the main you know, boss rush, whatever you want to call it. And we'll beat up Giovanni for the 3rd time. Doug Trio. I think our Seadra could probably have soloed this whole gym, though. It's definitely looking like it. Let's let someone else get some XP, though. Eat your calcium. Just eat it off of just some rocks. Some calcium rocks. See how we do here. Flamethrower. Yeah, that's not too bad. Poison gas. Well, let's do 1 amnesia, double our stats. Tried to hyper beam me? How dare you? I think I have some full heals. Might need to buy some new status protection items here, but we'll be okay. We out-leveled these guys pretty good, although I bet you the gym leader, Giovanni, will have probably around level 60. I guess Hitmonchans are faster than Firefoxes. Firefoxes, you know, they got some slowdown with their multi-threaded processes. So they don't always get to go first. You know, some web browsers, you know, you just got too many tabs open, so it's slowing you down. Rhydon, hey buddy, how you doing? Not very good on the special defense, you know. Alright, Skull Bash is secretly a rock type. And I guess if yeah, okay. I should have known that he was going to have Earthquake or something that would destroy us. But I kind of thought we would one-shot him, but I was wrong. He might not have very good special defense, but he does have a lot of HP, I guess. Alright, whoops. Earthquake doesn't really work very well on... Actually, rocks will work okay here. That's too bad. Oh, well, let's just Earthquake him. That should be enough, right? Alright, well, we didn't get a clean sweep, but that's it. That's all the... we'll just go back and heal up before we fight the gym. No one made a rule that you can't rest up before you fight your gym fight. So we'll just heal our poor Firefox up, and we'll come back for Giovanni with all the trainers dealt with. So you gotta go all the way around, all squiggle through these guys. And here we go. So we will lead with... What should we lead with? Oops. I would like the Firefox to get some XP, but it is true fighting ground type, not the best. Gotta get that God Bird bit stronger. It's not the best counter, but we'll see how he does. I'll resurrect Team Rocket here, but you caught me again. Good thing they unlocked the door. We never would have been able to catch him again. The greatest of trainers. I wonder if the Romhack really was like, you know what? Let's actually make him the greatest of trainers. Just give him a level 100 full set of, like, you know, all the best stuff. Dragonite, whatever. Alakazam, all the great. Instead of opening with a ground... Well, I guess technically Kingler is water ground these days. This is not good for multi-bird. Because we are weak to Surf. Although it probably doesn't have Surf. It might have Crabhammer. We don't have anything. Nothing here works on ground, especially. We can just get neutral. Hey there, flightless bird. We also have a flightless bird. Just helicopters around here. The solo thief, yeah. I'm really glad you enjoyed. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Well, let's just do some flying shenanigans, see how it goes. Fury attack is also flying, interestingly enough. We're doing almost half. And we're taking... Okay, we win this one. Yeah, Multibird's been a lot... This has been our strongest early game Pokemon. He's not as strong anymore, but for the first half of the game, this guy carried us through everything. So we gotta use him here on the last gym leader. Oh no, that's bad. That's rock. That's gonna hurt. Okay, I thought it would hurt more than it actually did hurt. Okay, he's getting 3 instead of 2. Yeah. Let's just try to finish him. We get Stab Earthquake here, because this Multibird now is ground flying. That's a fun combo. We're going to probably swap out for the next, though. We just barely won that Kingler fight. We're just lucky he didn't have any water moves, basically. Dotry. Mirror match. Well, I don't really have a counter for myself. So we're going to switch to something that really won't have a problem fighting the Multibird. We'll send out a Seadra, who is actually Water Dragon. And ground flying happens to have a quad weakness. So good night, sweet prince. Easy peasy. Next. Doug Trio. Pure ground, pretty quick, not particularly good on the whole special. Conveniently, Leviathan here doesn't actually have any weaknesses except Dragon, so he's really hard for the enemies to kill. Might be unfair in Gen 1 to have a Water Dragon combo. Not that I'm complaining. Stats are ridiculous. Nidoqueen. Yeah, I know this... We could just crush everything with Leviathan, I think, but who else could handle ground poison? Danger... You know, we never used our Danger Rock. This is a special Onix. It's not a normal Onix. So we gotta give him a little bit of a chance here. I don't know how many characters Gen 1 normally did, but it is longer. Well, it's 10 characters now, I think. So whatever... Well, no, I think that's got to be about the same, because there's pretty long Executor-type names. But yeah, it might be different. I know they definitely changed some stuff. So the trick with this guy is to try to make him a wall, right? It's to defend up, and then he can self-heal. But I don't know what kind of moves Nidoqueen's got, so we'll see here. Amnesia's doubling our special basically every time we use it. Earthquake's physical, though, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's a lot of damage, but I think Withdraw will cover it. So Withdraw gives us a defense up +1 and heals a fair amount. So this sort of stalls it out, but it gives us a chance to max our defense. I mean, crits will still break through, but other than that, we're fine. So that's +2. Let me just speed this up a bit here, if this is what we're going to do. +3. Fighting type does even less. +4. Confuse would suck. +5. So he's got a couple fighting style, but we've got +6 defense. So Danger Rock is pretty well set up here. Earthquake, super effective, does what? 34 damage? That's not much. We can heal that whenever we need to. Earthquake time. So we don't have any way of increasing our offensive stats, and I haven't taught this guy toxic or anything yet, which we're thinking about. The thing is, having these stab moves is really nice. Like, being able to, well, we could have... This fight would have taken a lot less time if we had just gone with double Earthquake. But the setup carries forward into the next fight, so... If you're trying to do a fancy sweep, this guy could maybe do it? I don't know. Big old Nidoking. Still not quite enough to one-shot. We'll take a small break here. I think his last Pokemon will be well, normally it would be a Rhydon, right? I think. He also... I don't know what he has. I was kind of expecting like a Kangaskhan or something, but... We'll see. Pretty good defense. Yeah, just Rhydon. Alright, so this is... Unless he's got some real cool trick, I think we got this guy already in the bag. Who brings an Onix to the end game? Blue does. Alright, over 50%, no problem. His Earthquake. 171 down to... Ah, it's nothing. It's not super effective. Barely anything. Good job, Onix. Pretty happy with that. I know we could have just swept with a water or grass type, but... Actually, grass wouldn't have been all that good on the Nidos, but that's fine. Truly an intense fight. We're going to be the very best. All Pokemon must obey us now. And TM of some sort? Earthquake. Well, one of the best. Sure, good. Alright. Well, that badge was really easy, honestly. That was no problem at all. So, we got all the badges. We're a pretty high-level team. And we could probably go to Victory Road right now and beat up the Elite Four, unless they pull out some real crazy stuff. I guess there's the last rival fight, right? So, hold on a second here while we rest up for a second. Once we head down the route here, I forget exactly where the trigger is. So usually he opens with a, Pidgeot. I don't expect it'll be the same in this Romhack. But normally you'd want some with Thunder up front. So maybe we won't use music. We want to make sure we hear his awesome theme song. Same as the first rival here. What a surprise to see you here! So, you're going to the Pokemon League. You got all the badges. Cool. I'll whip you as a warm-up. All good fight, this bird. It is an odd time for me to stream, no doubt. Tentacruel. Alright, well, lightning still works pretty good here. If he does do a Hydro Pump on us, we might die. Because we got the fire type now. We actually don't... There's like no fire stab moves for the ball. Really annoying. But this might one-shot it. I don't know. Tentacruels are pretty tanky. Good special too. So probably not going to one-shot them. No. Okay, but I've got a good special too, right? Even better than his. 205. Yeah, alright. We go faster though, so we win. Actually, this might be ideal. If he just wants to waste all his Hyper Potions here. Someone told me they got like 5 or something in Gen 1, so... Well, he used one of them anyway. Okay, a win. Not clean, but we'll take it. Maybe if I'd had Thunder and took the 10% mischance, we could have one-shot him, but... I don't like playing those 10% odds games. We need... I mean, we could try the Psychic kill. Because the Ghost is going to be immune to all the fighting moves. This is a pretty good combo. And from what I've learned, Machamp almost only learns fighting moves, very little else. He might have the elemental punches if they TM them in. Let's see. Ah, the surprisingly rock attack. Okay. Well, these fights, seems like he always has a move to counter what his weakness is. So, we're winning, but not without taking some collateral damage. Victory Bell is Grass Dragon. So probably our best bet is actually Bugs. This is why we got our Bug around. Something like Twin Needle is going to tear this one up. So I think we actually get a one-shot here, because it's 2 attacks. Alright. That's our first actual one-shot. Good. Next. Golem. Well, my perhaps strongest actual Pokemon. Maybe so strong that it's should be in my banned group. Good night. I think either Surf or Mega Drain would probably deal with them. We still out-level these guys, too, so we should have little problem. Next, Alakazam. Okay. It is very fast, mostly psychic moves. I'm just going to try to use the Bug. We do have a Ghost that would be a pretty good counter, but already mostly dead, so we're going to try to do that physical Bug attack. If we get a turn, the problem is Alakazam might still go first and one-shot us. If we get Twin Needle off, I think we kill him, but now we find out if 5 levels is enough to survive one Psychic. No. Not even a crit. Alright, well that was foolish. I think we would have killed him if we had a hit there. And if we had like a Comet Punch, like a priority fighting move, that might have also done it. I guess it would need to be priority Bug, actually. So maybe that was just doomed. Well, Alakazam, as always, is a big cheater. So let's try... Oh, we don't have time to set up. We just gotta hope we can get a barrage off. We're a bit faster than him as a Firefox, which is not what I expected. So at least we get some damage. He's going for his own setup. Alright. Special attack speed. So he might outspeed us now. Probably will. Just gotta try to hit him one more time. He's doing that stall thing where he buffs and heals. Okay, crit. We got him. Because if you crit on the first one, the second one's also a crit. So, alright, that was just good luck. Good job, Firefox. Final Pokemon, Charizard. We didn't use our Danger Rock yet. As cool as Charizard is, and he's pretty fast, he's pretty strong, not very good against rocks, unless you teach him Earthquake or something. So Spike Cannon is going to one-shot Charizard. Alright, no problem. Alright, pretty happy. I feel like our team, we spend a lot of time working on this team, trying to make a nice composition with good moves. It's looking pretty good so far. You know, you've never beat me once. Smell you later. Okay, cool. Let's switch back to speed mode. Maybe I should buy... I should probably... No, we can well, I could buy some more Max Repels. If we want to make Victory Road go fast, we'll just load up on Max Repels. That's actually, I think, the way... That's what I want to do. Put this away. Alright, let's fly back to somewhere that has the good items for sale. I do... 15 minutes. I think we've got enough time to zip through Victory Road. I don't actually... I think it would take longer to go through the Safari Zone, oddly enough. Oh, I guess they don't sell max repels here? Never mind. Is that Cinnabar only? Maybe. We've got quite a lot of money at this point, so we can certainly stock up on whatever we want. And I don't actually have to, I just have a tradition of selling all my stat uppers. Because early on, they're worth so much money. Except for the PP ups. I always keep the PP ups. But I will use those before we do the Elite Four. But anyway, that's enough prep. Let's fly and see if we can do Victory Road here. There's a couple things I want to show you on Victory Road that are new. Right, I didn't use any repels yet. Alright, so as we did this a long time ago, but if you don't like the type changes in this ROM hack, this is where you go to change them all. So like if you don't like the fact that Fearow is now ground instead of normal, you can swap them back to normal flying if that's what you like. So that's where you go for all those changes. See you later, Duffy. Anyway, we've already gone past a few of these guys with our badges, but now we have more, so we can go further. Dugong's in the wild. Get out of here. Is there an item on this? Yeah, PP up on the islands. Awesome. That's it. I definitely don't remember where all the secret items are, but hey, every PP up we find is another one for Robert to add to his collection. I feel like this area. Ah, yes. This is the one. So that's a really strong Chansey, level 60, hey? We don't really have anything super effective here. And yeah, you need a way to kill them, basically. So this area is, I believe, designed to be your final grind if you need it. Level 60 random wild Chanseys. And I think that's all there is here. And then this is the final badge, I think, before entering... No, Volcano badge, Earth badge. Right, one more little item hidden. Another Hyper Ball right in time for maybe another legendary bird, which we might go get. Okay, at that point, we get into the proper dungeon in Victory Road. But I do think it's important to note that all the grass out here does make for a very interesting grind if you want to... Well, it won't work on everything because you need like a physical attack. We don't actually have a physical attack. And Barrage doesn't work on normal type. So if you have Pokemon that are able to do physical damage, especially fighting, these guys are amazing for XP, right? It's pretty easy to kill. It's got like no defense, period. Tons of HP, but no defense. And you get more XP for killing one of these than most of the trainer fights, honestly. So we could easily grind everyone up. Well, probably to 100, honestly. Not that I'm going to, but if you're behind level, this is certainly the time to fix it, I think, is the way I see this, right? This is pretty easy, doesn't take very long, and it's just all Chansey. So I think this is nice that the hacker added this area in. Not that I want to... I'm just going to get one more level up for reasons. But it won't maybe work with every single Pokemon you've got, but most of them can probably grind here pretty quick. Even if you just use like the Strength HM to give them a base fighting move, most Pokemon can learn it, or at least a good number. So now that I have access to this, I might use it for some of my off-camera grinding if I need to. Anyway, this is where we really want to be going, and this is where we're going to start. We're going to start doing some max repels, because the encounters in Victory Road are pretty high level too. Again, not bad for grinding at all. Just They take up more time. I'm trying to go fast today, like a speedrun Let's Player, right? So simple puzzles, push the block onto the tile. Try to check for secrets every now and then. There will be some trainer battles, of course. Nice. Oh, I keep forgetting. I'm lucky to have survived that. Yeah, the Firefox, the Ninetales, that is, they learn Swift, which is priority, and Ice, which is quad effective against multi-bird. So it's pretty brutal. I wasn't expecting to get hit by Ice by a fire Pokemon, but maybe I should have. Are any of these like... No. So this stairs is the way up. This is Poison Bug, I think. Just trying to keep track of some of the changes. Slan Slash is pretty bad for Firefox. I'd like to level up everyone a little bit more evenly, so we'll try. Oh, come on. Super effective because Fury Attack is flying. Doesn't seem fair either. This is a bit dangerous, but I think our Ghost will get him. Ghost Attack. Yeah, if he used a water move, he'd be doing a lot better. Oh, wow. Charizard. Sure, let's... The ones I want to use are all injured. Well, we'll see if we can Firefox them. We can... Stab Ghost is probably about as good as we'll get. No super effective, but can't be hit by Slash. It doesn't happen very often, but I do love it when the Ghost effect finally does something. But I don't like the Ghost type very much. Like, it is great to be immune to normal and normal plus fighting, but it's like the AI just refuses to use it on you most of the time. Sky Attack, that's maybe the strongest air or flying attack in this one. I forget. But we have to reload this room to get the other item. Maybe even the whole dungeon? No, just the room. So glad they took in the feature from future Pokemon games where you just get the option to reuse your repels when they run out. Really nice. Yeah, we'll get that Firefox leveled up a bit. I think statistically the Firefox has the worst. Like, if we actually looked at all of our Pokemon's base stats, I think it actually is the weakest in terms of just numbers. But I'm still glad we brought him along for one of the new types that's been tweaked. And it's not like he doesn't have a niche. It's just he's maybe not quite as strong of a fighting type as I was hoping. Nah, we'll just keep him for the Psychic. I almost brought Magmar. Magmar is our Fire Psychic, so you'd get stabbed on all these Psychics. But, figured I would be using a type that I don't normally use, like Ghost. I think we got him with this. Oh, sheesh. Well, unable to two-shot a fighting type is pretty brutal. That hurts. Good enough. Well, I guess this is the time where I don't really want to go in and out of the dungeon, so I should probably just throw some potions on people. As long as we're not in the middle of a trainer battle, I don't feel like this is too cheaty. It's what they're for. And Victory Road is a long grind, even without random encounters. There's a bird up there, too. Suspicious. TM22 is Solar Beam. Yeah, that's a good one. Oddly enough, Firefox can learn Solar Beam. To think about that, that's a pretty strong grass move. He probably doesn't really have a good slot for it, because he needs a Ghost Attack. And I do like his Amnesia's really good when you have a chance to get it set up. So I don't want to lose his setup move. Electabuzz fighting. Not usually fighting. In fact, if I remember correctly, electric fighting doesn't exist in any Pokemon yet. It's still one of those unused types. Water Dragon doesn't have any weaknesses, so we just go for the stab. Normal effectiveness. Oh, right. Yeah, that is a mistake. Well, see, Amnesia gives us enough special that we don't just get killed. Yeah, I think I just have to remember Firefox. I have to go Amnesia and get him set up at least once. Or else he's just very likely to get one shot. And he still doesn't work against physical moves like rocks and ground attacks. But anything that's special, he'll be okay. Even water is not too bad. So even here, if you Amnesia first, Hydro Pump isn't going to one-shot him. It hurts, but it's not going to do the one-shot. I should have just killed, but you know. I don't like Mirror Move. Some more PP up. Awesome. Just laying on the ground. You got Robert wandering around just picking up all these pills. Gyarados. It's not a very good matchup. No, we're gonna swap that one. Actually, we don't really have a great Gyarados counter. The ball would be good with his quad electric, but Gyarados can still probably Hydro Pump him in one shot. Yeah, I don't have a very good Gyarados counter right now. Let's just go with neutral, I guess. It's super effective. Not neutral at all, because he's got a dragon attack. Funny. Haha. See if we can just beam him. Well, we got the... Okay, well, we win, I guess. Freezing enemies in Gen 1 is real fair. Just doesn't get a turn. Just, you win. It's like 10% chance or something on Ice Beam. It's pretty good. There's Blizzard. That's one we haven't actually seen yet, I don't think. I was looking through it in the TM list, so... Leviathan could use it. I think he maybe tried to learn it earlier, too, and I was just like, no, it's too strong. Executor. Execute order. I don't know, 69, I guess. Cloyster, water, ice. Not great for Firefox. We're already level 69, so we don't really need to grind him up anymore. Could probably punch through it with fighting, maybe? Eh. Right, Cloysters have really good physical defense. That's something I should remember. Arcanine. Get out of here. Give me your items. Give me your candy. It's like stealing candy from a baby. Lowest level, hardest to use maybe is the ball. Okay, where's the... I feel like there's an item in here somewhere. Nope. So we gotta push this rock to the left. And this, I think, takes us to the bird. I think. Cool block puzzle, bro. No items here either? No. If we leave the map, the rock will stay there, as long as we don't leave the whole way out. I think. So it looks like we'll probably be around level 70 for the Elite Four. I'm not interested in fighting a Lapras here. Again, Water Ice is still not my best matchup. Fighting moves, I guess. There's the Blizzard. At least it's not super effective. It still hits real hard. Lickitung, normal. No biggie. Alright. This is going pretty smooth. I'm actually really glad I went with the repel strat, because I know this place just takes forever. I forgot to bring my sleep catcher for the Firebird here. So we have to be a little careful because there's no real way to lock it down without my status attacker. So I'm just gonna put a save here. It still shouldn't be too hard to catch because of the Hyper Ball strat, but it's possible we overkill it. Fire spin. I wonder if he's at a third. Well, we had Stab Ghost, which was neutral and about the same power as Flamethrower. And Flamethrower he'll take half damage to. So if we did 2/3, this will finish him. Oh, geesh, I don't know. Maybe we just try some, just like... Wow. I didn't want to use my Hyper Ball because I thought he might not be under a third. And then we just caught him with the first Ultra Ball anyway, so... Alright. Didn't even need to put him to sleep. Known as the legendary bird of fire, every flap of its wings creates a dazzling flash of flames. Just casually ignite starting forest fires. Yeah, there's your Moltres. So we had Electabird, Blizzwing, and clearly Blaze something. We had Bird, we had Wing, we had Blaze, maybe Beak, you know? Easy peasy. Yeah, I mean, usually you don't just catch a legendary on your first Ultra Ball. One shot, hit him once, throw an Ultra Ball, catch him. The end. It might have been like a 5% chance, and we just got lucky. Well, there's not much left to do in Victory Road, that's for sure. This way takes us backwards. Actually, no, it takes us forwards, because this is... Oh, geesh, no. Nope, 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 nope. I never finished this one. TM25 must be something we already have. So we got some more Thunder. AC/DC fans rejoice. But yeah, I want to get all the items in here and then we'll get out. But yeah, honestly, this is the way to do it. Highly recommend Max Repel for Victory Road. Otherwise, it's such a grind. Oh, you can ride your bike in here too. Feels illegal, but don't tell your mom. All right, we'll see if we can get everyone to level 70 or so at the end. Dugong. Cow of the Sea. Oops. Bug attack was not what I was going for. So again, I know one of these Taylor Swifties, they're really annoying with their rushing at you, basically. They don't give you a chance to take your turn. They always button line. Buying all those tickets out. Alright, that's fine. We're doing such a good job. I know we're a little bit long for the episode, but I want to wrap everything up except the end game. We still have to do... There's really only one thing left before the Elite Four, and that's going to be... We're going to try to set up here just for fun. I didn't like that. Stupid explosion. I don't like that at all. It's because it's rock type. Sea King? Well, so much for setting up. I thought maybe Firefox could sweep this one, but... let's just zap it. Yeah. Victory Bell. You know what? Swifties. Counterattack. It's Grass Dragon, so, you know. Not good for... we know the Taylor Swift fans are really good at fighting dragons. I guess. Water, ground... We are, like, hard countered here. So, Let's use... It's the grass attack is what we want here. I don't have a lot. I really only have... I think Mega Drain is my only grass type attack in the whole party. So I'm a little bit weak on the whole grass thing, but... Seems to be working out so far. Alright, Hitmonlee is fighting. Last time we tried Psychic here, it didn't work amazing. Still got enough for him. It was the Machamp that really stopped us. A Dragonite! Well. Well. Get out of here. We got a real dragon. We got the superior dragon here. Okay. This one just takes us into the previous area. But we do need to knock that over to continue. And now we can push this and go up. And that's it. Basically. Yeah. One more PP up. Can't miss that. And Repel wears off. Perfect timing. Because, hey, look. More chances. We're getting this kill. No! Oh, we had +6 special and he still got the crit through. Dang. Cheaters. Anyway, I just want everyone to be level 70, that's all. But that's the end of Victory Road, other than one little pillar maze. I guess there might be some items here. Indigo Plateau. TM17, getcha. High jump kick. It's a 90% accuracy, but you know, if you're into that kind of thing. Okay. But there's definitely a couple people to talk to here, and then I will end the episode after I explain what my plans are. So, heal up. Very nice Indigo area. Hey, yo, champion making at the Pokemon League. You gotta fight 4 people, maybe even 5. But we still have the TM Pirate and Gym Guides. I'm gonna be a great gym guide like my dad one day. I'm a certified TM engineer. Got some powerful TMs copied from my dad's original. He's still kind of the TM Pirate, but now is the time where you can buy Ice Beams, Thunderbolts, Earthquakes, Flamethrowers, High Jump Kicks, Psychics, Razor Leaf, Rock Slides, Sludge, Double Edge. Basically, not every single type, but most of them, and their best reliable move. Maybe it's not a Blizzard, but it's still a full set of the best kind of TMs, basically. And cheap. 5,000 bucks is nothing. So that's great. And I think this shop is better too. This might be the only place you can buy full restores in the game. And apparently PP ups as well. So, you know, we'll buy a few of those. Gotta get them PP ups. You can buy elixirs, and isn't there max revives? Those are good. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't sell max revives in this one, but they're pretty awesome. If you're trying to cheese it. Anyway, it's definitely the end of the episode. We're over an hour in for sure. But with the addition of PP ups, we can certainly take any of our classic moves and make them, you know, considerably longer lasting, basically. And I've got a bunch in the computer as well. So you can basically expect any of the normal stuff. I will, the stuff that I've been using a lot, I'll certainly PP up it, just so we're not going to run out in the Elite Four. Because that would really suck. But yeah, I think that's it for the episode. So future tubers, next time I will open with visiting, I think, the last of the Safari Zone, because there's a challenge I want to do down there. And after that, we're going to go deal with the Elite Four, now that we can just fly here. So much easier to get around. Anyway, thanks for watching, future tubers. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.